Wow, look at this. Look at these that now they've been sorted. Remember, Robert picked them up out of the car boot and he gave them to Pete. Look, who knew all that was hiding? They looked, when I saw them on Robert's film, I thought, yeah. But look, oh, they've come up gorgeous. So it was a bit of, and they've been waxed. You can see all the painting and the paintwork. These have come up beautifully. Look. Wow. They're fantastic now. I don't know if you can see the detail and the painting that's in them. Yeah, these are absolutely, and you remember the duck? Yeah. And here's the duck, look. To consider they've been outside. They'll be inside now, but they're all, and it's waxed, washed and waxed, and they've come up really, really well. Really well. I was really surprised. And look at this one. This beauty here. Let me see if I can lift him without losing him. Look at this one. Wow. Look at this one. Look at the tail. Look at the detail. They're fantastic, aren't they? Absolutely fantastic. Well, a bit of scrubbing and cleaning will do. They've come up. I'm really surprised the way these have come up, Pete.
You got something to drink, Rich?
Lovely. I'm just dropping my, I gotta get fuel. They look really spectacular.
Oh, but that was fucking deer in the boat.
Oh, yeah. But I can't believe that you've brought them back to life so well.
If you are getting anything metal, Rich, like that, right?
Yeah.
You spray the furniture polish on it. You know, normal furniture polish.
Yeah.
Then you go off of it, and then you get a rag and lightly wipe it.
Yeah.
And watch the bloke do it.
Let's have a quick look at these birds when they were picked up.
What's on the boss?
Oh, well, my brother, 35 pounds.
There they are, look.
This item I picked up, look, it's quite big. If you look, it's quite big, it is.
We are watching Robert Cuckoo Clock's channel, look.
Down for you like that. It's quite decorative. That's going to be
They've come up fantastic.
very nearly 2 foot long qualified.
When I was looking at them in the film here, I thought they were quite grubby.
I picked up. Show what else I picked up.
But look,
I picked this one up here, look.
they've come up fantastic.
This one. I bought the 4 size here, I paid for the 4. There's a big damage on the beak there, I'll straighten that up, straighten that damage on the beak. So, I'll show you what else I picked up. I picked this one up and all this one. Again, just a touch on the beak there, I can sort that out. Nothing major. I see if it's alright, to be honest, it looks alright. To be honest, pick that one up and all, so I've got more to show you. And I'll tell you what I paid for all 4. The duck up, look.
The duck looks, in this film here, looks a bit grubby, but it's come up lovely.
So I can do it any worse than I am. So for all the 4, show you the 4 together. So for all them 4 there, look. Paid 30 quid. Is that a good buy? I don't know.
They've turned out to be a fantastic buy, Rob.
For a base that one, 10 to 15. And the others are 5 a piece. That's how I based it on. Mine. So I'll see what else I picked up. Hope it's right out.
Hey Julie, thank you very much for the flag pennant holders. They've arrived safely. Wow, they're lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yeah. Little grub screws in there. They'll screw on the side of the aerials. And that will allow us, let me just go around to the trike and show you, that will allow us to put some more lights on, funny enough. How flag holders become light holders. Let me just go and explain that to you now. So, where these fit, they fit there, look. They go over here. They'll go over here. And they fit in there with the little grub screw holding them on. You can either put them there or maybe to the back. No, they're probably going to come out the side. So they're going to sit there. So we'll be able to move our pennants. These fantastic pennants that Julie does. Yeah. She can make whatever bike you've got and whatever colour it is, she can make it. It's fantastic, these flags are. Pennants and the flags and everything that she does. So anyway, that we'll be able to move the pennants. So, and then we're going to reuse these. Do you remember we had the lights on the light bars? So we're going to be able to reuse these now. And I wonder if that would fit on there. Put the Union Jacks on there. Oh yeah, actually. Union Jacks might fit there a bit better. But we did like the light bars. We need to get some more, but we use the bottom of the flag holders we convert them to this. We convert them to that, don't we? So that's the plan anyway. And she's forgiven. She took us to Llandudno and she brought us back and took us to Scarborough and brought us back. So we are already planning, because the thing with these gold wings, you know, it doesn't stop in the summer when you're doing your events. It starts again in the winter, sending off, finding. We can start putting chrome on her now, beautifying her up. Yeah. So we're on the hunt for chrome for this one now. Yeah. Because it's there's a serious lack of chrome up the side here and in the front, isn't there? A serious lack of chrome. A little catch up on what's come through the door. Pen, look. Official licensed product. It's got a Hercules. I'm guessing there must be a collection of these pens. It's quite a weighty pen, quite a heavy pen. I guess there's sort of Spitfires and Hurricanes and other models to find with the pen. I don't know. No, I'm not going to start collecting pens. When I first saw this, I thought, oh, bullet art. I saw the top of it, I thought, oh, this is bullet art, isn't it? Something made from a bullet, but no. And you know what? It's something that's sort of died off. I think it's a pipe cleaner. Well, you don't see people smoking pipes. They used to be everywhere. St. Bruno, you used to smell it, didn't you? When was the last time you saw somebody smoking a pipe? Wow. Made in Clifton, England. I wonder if that's Clifton, Bristol, or Clifton the name. And then it's got a little spiky thing on the end here. Little thing of a spike. I guess that's to scrape the side of where you burn the tobacco, and that's to clean down the. It's got a bit of a bend on the end to clean the tube that you breathe it down. But pipe smoking, you used to see it everywhere. I don't know anybody that smokes a pipe. It seems to have died a death, pipe smoking. Or pipe smoking's killed all its users, maybe. Tobacco's bad for you, innit? Anyway, just that's a nice little trinket to keep in the old collection box, maybe. No name on the outside. I think I've got enough local history books now to be able to start this project. I think so now, yeah. Anyway, there's a few come in. Let me show you. So, here's this one, 1950 to 1980. Yeah. And this is how Birmingham has developed. I'm sure a lot of these buildings may or may not exist. I'm not really we're not far from Birmingham, and it is the second city, so I'm sure we'll do local and maybe stretch further, maybe. But the thing is, with these books, if you don't grab them now, who is going to produce this book again? The way things are, you know, people have got to, you know, things are more dearer. There are things today, or there's things they made yesterday, they just simply wouldn't make today. It just wouldn't make financial sense because it goes online and it's all going to disappear. And you can't really beat actually getting a book. Even these pictures, they'll exist to the people that own them, or, you know, keep them in a drawer somewhere. But these, until you're looking for them, will go out of existence. And we're going to look at, I saw something then, look, where were we? The Metropole, look, yeah. What else did we see? The Mini Clubman, White 1100. I saw somebody drilling a hole or doing something like that, wasn't there? The aeroplanes, there's a lot of history. Here we are. Look, haven't we? We've got that. We've got that in the 1910 book, haven't we? Oh, I've got to go and get that for you. Hold on, just a minute. Look at that. The belt, driven. Is it driven from the bottom up? Two belts and a cross, right? Okay. It's not that one. It's not that one. I wonder. Similar to that, look. What's the bottom there? Yeah. It doesn't say how it's driven in the bottom, but it comes from here and goes up there and goes across. That looks very similar to that, doesn't it? Because these, look, we're looking in the 1910 book from Birmingham. It's fascinating, isn't it? Having glimpses of things in these books, in these pictures. A picture isn't just a picture of that lady, the picture is of that machine. The belt comes across the top, look. It seems to twist across the top here, look. What else have we got? Let's have a look. It's got a round base. Ah, look. No, not quite the same. But who knows? Possibly. This from the bottom goes up. Possibly, and these are all belt driven, look. Before electric motors. So possibly, with a round base. That's a clue, isn't it? A round base. Oh, there's a round base. Oh, some more here, look. Some more here. So there's a strong possibility this machine is, this is a picture of Birmingham industry. The book is made in Birmingham. So that would be a picture of a woman drilling in Birmingham. And then this supplier, engineering, machine tools, came from Birmingham, 1910. And the only other place I've seen these working or on display is the Black Country Living Museum. Was it that? No. That's got a round base. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Oh, Once you've got a book in your hand, this, look, what are they making? Is that wire rope? Hockley, yeah, rope. They're making rope there, look. Wooden horses, brass. This is where we might find a date or a look, making wooden toys there, look, in Birmingham. Wow, yeah. Making, oh look, making dartboards. Fun and games. Yeah. Each picture in itself has so much to study in there. What was in that shop window that we can find and date. Dunlop, yeah. Now, there's Fort Dunlop, isn't there? What are they making here? Austin's and Morris's. Yeah. And the factories. Is that Longbridge? Wolseley Motor Works. That is there. Yeah, look. The Nash Metropolitan Bodies, right, in Birmingham. That's a 1311 and 1300 front wheel drive. Hydroelastic suspension, that's what they had on that. I'm not sure what car that is. Austin Cambridge Assembly line, that is. The Mini, yeah. Sort of the last of the Minis because it's got the square front in it. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, 62. What engines are they? Oh. Wow. Yeah. Spitfires. Bombers wartime. What are they making there? We saw that drilled me. And that machine. Here, look, everything was driven on belts, wasn't it? I don't know what was driving the main. What would have been driving? Is that a water wheel that's driving that? What drove the big, or was it just one big electric machine? Look, making war production, and then look, making 12 bores. Yeah, making 12 bore shotguns. Oh, and rifles for the military, yeah. Made in Birmingham. Once you the gun trade, yeah. Because Warsaw was, oh, look at that vice. That's what we're interested in, isn't it? What's on the shelf behind them? That's what we're interested in, isn't it? And the advertisements. Looking for the advertisements, trying to find what you've got to, you know, accurately date it. Yeah, that's Pump Island, isn't it? Yeah, that still exists. That's roundabout that is now. Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at this. The old, what is that? Cressida? They don't mention the car, they mention the street, don't they? Yeah. We're more interested in what else is in the picture, as in the truck behind or the car up the alleyway. Yeah. The picture tells 1,000 stories, doesn't it? Wow. Don't get me distracted. Oh, look. Oh, what year is that? 1911. Wow, what vehicle is that? 1911. Oh, look at all them pulleys going down to all those machines. Running belts. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, that's in. And then there was this one. Oh, Austin Rover Group. More memories of I haven't really flicked through. But there's more to find. There's so much. And like I say, yeah, you gotta, because where would this ended up? Probably ended up in the skip. If it hadn't have sold in the car boots, or somebody hadn't put it on eBay or whatever, these would have ended up in the skip. And this is history. And they'd never produce, I don't think they'd ever produce a book like this again. It's produced, it's history. Where would you go and research or find all this? In the comfort of your home, you know, a book in front of you, in the comfort of your home, when you've got a project to do. And Birmingham, old new look. Yeah. 60s, I guess. No, 70s. What was it? 75. What's the car? What's the registration on the car? What year's the car? We look at other things in the pictures, don't we? Yeah. Wow. Oh, Capri Mark 1. Escort Mark 1. Little mini Escort van in the back there. Yeah. I must show you. You've probably seen when I first started making films. When I first started driving, I had a bump in London. Run the Grove on the, what road was it? A13. What was it? Can't remember. There's a name on the road. Big long road. Anyway. And when you look at the films now on YouTube, it was live and at the scene then, but you'd almost think I'd bumped into a classic car. Oh, look. Datsun. Is that a Datsun? It is, isn't it? Oh, it's a rare car. Look at the age. J-Reg. J wasn't good. Wasn't a good year for metal, was it? Everything J-Reg rotted. Yeah. Wow. Rover. What's this? Is that a big Vauxhall or something in it? What's that? Anyway, I'm rambling on now, aren't I? Yeah. But anyway, pick these books up from Robert. Robert picked them up for me. Fantastic. Yeah, look at this. That's why Spitfire Island is in, look at that, Castle Bromwich, where they make Range Rovers now. They used to make Spitfires, and that's why they call that Spitfire Island. Right by, I must take you there, Spitfire Island in Castle Bromwich, and where they've got a Jaguar up on the wall, a whole complete Jag up on the wall right next to the island there. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I must what I noticed about this book that stood out to me was I saw them and now I can't. Oh yeah, look, it's full of sort of advertisement. So I wonder if we look closely enough, you know, I try to find, look, they're all got their little advertisements and what was made there. Wow, in Birmingham. Thomas Chatwin. You know we're into taps and dies, aren't we? And I'm always trying to chase down a Thomas Chatwin something. But it's very, very difficult to find, you know, look, Thomas Chatwin. So this might find, we might find what we're looking for here. Yeah. They're invaluable. You know, one man's junk in the car boot is another man's treasure, isn't it? Oh, do you want a 4-poster bed? No. Oh, look. Wow. Tubes. Oh, that wouldn't have been Albury, would it? Who did tubes first? Hold on. Now, this is what we want to find. These bits and pieces like this. You know, it all adds to the search and the looking. Have a quick catch up on the door, answer a few comments. Reggie, you're showing everybody your locks. Well, the fun is in, you don't get it, do you? The fun is in making and inventing and finding the equipment and making it happen. And yeah, we are always against the grinder or a saw, a powered saw or whatever, but you know, it's locked in this position down here. This pin locks it. This pin locks it, and this pin locks it here. These two pins here lock it. And this is a steel door, so hopefully, yes, they're going to bring a right grinder, but hopefully they don't bring any spare blades. So by the time they've gone through 2 locks, there's the blade gone. And by the time they get to the 3rd lock, there's the battery flat. So they might not never get in. They cut it out or whatever. So, yeah. But the thing is the enjoyment I get out of it is thinking about it, coming up with a plan. What have I got? What materials have I got? And how am I going to make it work? I mean, just figuring out the spanner on the wall. And if I'm showing you this, what am I not showing you? You know what I mean? But you know the spanner on the wall? Spanner on the wall job. And that's my most, I think my most proudest. Here we are, look, it goes under the bench. You won't see that there, but it goes via a scaffolding tube under the bench here, look. Yeah. And then comes out and then turns the corner. And then this mechanism, that mechanism works it, which then locks the door. I think that's my most, my most devious thing. And you know, this fantastic, I love this. I loved figuring this out, making it work. And then the one at the bottom where you wind and you push down, which then pushes the levers and locks the top of the door. And figuring out this, you know, as I always say, it's very easy to say, but it's not always very easy to do. And it's all sort of Heath Robinson, but yeah, I do enjoy making the door. And all your comments are fantastic and great. And I'm trying to encourage you to start making things, individual things for individual situations. And we've got to finish that. And by the way, you know, when you say something and then you don't do it, they get you, don't you? So today's project, I promise you, this is the very next film. It's almost like an archaeological dig, isn't it? To go and find out what jobs. There'll be remnants of jobs on there that that will remind us of what we did, bits and pieces. So anyway, I am going to clear the bench. That is the next film, I promise you. I don't know whether to time-lapse it or to just point out a few things. Files can go in, they can go back where we got them from. I've really got to clear the floor first so I can walk around, take these things back to where they should be. The files that you pull out, spanners and stuff we've had in to do repair. Look, lonely little hammer has to go on the hammer rack. Some more screwdrivers here, look. Oh, where to put it? Anyway, I'm just going to start putting things away. I'll do it now and then I'll come halfway along and then I'll come back to you. I think it's mostly just putting stuff back where you know you get them, you do a job, and then another part of the job you leave them on the bench. I must stop buying hammers. I think I'm pretty much all hammered out now, but you can't pass by a little hammer in a lonely box, can you? Ooh. There's a job we have to complete. Locking the 2 gates together from above. Somehow, some way. We must get that job done, mustn't we? Session with hammers must stop. I'm sure I've got hammers in here somewhere. These are the of them come out the car boots. These are the bags that come out the car boot that I haven't finished sorting through yet. Yeah, I'm sure there's hammers and stuff in here as well. I must stop buying hammers. We're getting to the belly of the beast now. Oh, everything you touch now is covered in a thick layer of grinding dust. Oh, I'm ashamed of myself. Absolutely ashamed of myself. I found a hammer disguised in all this filth. I've got to show you this. Look how thick this is, an oil can. Quite a wet oil can. Look how thick. Look how it comes out clean, but look how thick the grinding dust is on this oil can. It was right close to the grinding. Oof. Can't remember what we were going to do with this. Can you? Were we going to do some sort of a hammer rack or something? We had an idea, and obviously it's gone off the boil. What were we going to make? Were we going to make like a hammer rack that swung out, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a screwdriver rack, even. Can't even remember. But we were doing this as some sort of unfinished project that we were thinking of doing. Wow! I told you it was like an archaeological dig. How long ago were we playing with the idea of one of these? And then we come up with another solution, look, but we were doing something, weren't we? We were using this and cutting that onto there, putting that on there. What were we doing? What were we thinking? Hey, look at this! This is a steel bench. Look at that. We found the bottom of the bench. Woohoo! We're not far off now. We're not far off. Well, I don't know what happened there, but something went wrong, didn't it? Anyway, we must pick up some oil cans when next we're in the car boot. Is that where it is? I thought that was long gone. I thought that was long gone and was under the floor somehow. Yeah, when we did the floor in the room. Ooh, hello old friend. I haven't seen you in a long time. So, I wonder if this will cure my obsession. Whilst I find you a few more hammers, let's count them. 1, 2, hold on, yeah. 1, 2, little toffee hammer thing, 3, one of them things, 4, 5, 6, right, 6, hold on. A bricky's hammer, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, hold on, 16, 17, that's a nice one, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Oh, it doesn't sound a big number when you say it like that. I think we need a few more hammers. I'm sure I can find another half a dozen. I've been called away. To be continued. To be continued.